Our family went on a holiday to Glacier National Park. The first place where we landed was Missoula Airport. Since it is a bear country, they had kept a big bear stuffed one at the airport itself, and this was a view when we landed at the Missoula Airport. You can see the rugged mountains and sandstone cliffs, etc. It was a beautiful sight to look at from the plane. Though it's a small airport, it was kept very neat and tidy, and our luggage arrived within no time. It was beautiful to look at the city from the plane, and then when we landed, we hired a car and then we went to the hotel. The weather was comfortably hot and we saw a lot of greenery all over wherever we traveled. Actually, this place is suitable for a lot of nature and bear watching, deer and mountain goats watching, and lots of rivers for us to go on boats and sails. So altogether it was a fun holiday. There was an Indian restaurant in Missoula. We had some little dinner there, and next day early morning we went for a walk along the Missoula river, which was such a peaceful walk. The river flowing, the sound was so soothing to the ear. You can also listen to it. There was a board showing what different types of fish are found there in the river. It was such a clear river, shallow at some part and deep at the other part. It was actually a chill water, but for the hot weather, this chillness was very soothing. There was a bridge to cross over from one side to other side. Where we found the residential apartments, it was so nice for them to see the river and stay in their houses. And on the way, we saw some deers and other animals when we went over the mountains towards Kalispell, which was our next stop. Throughout we saw a lot of mountains at the side. We heard they were all rocky mountains. Lot of agricultural lands also passed by when we traveled to Kalispell, and on the way we visited a tourist spot called the 1000 Buddhas. The garden of 1000 Buddhas is in western Montana's spectacular Joko Valley, just north of Missoula. It is in a very peaceful valley and in the land of Confederated Salish tribes of the Flathead Reservation near the Glacier National Park. The location and the architecture was a prophetic treasure vision that Sangnag Rinpoche had while he was a child, and were discovered while on a trip to teach the Dharma in Montana. The garden is a public park, botanical garden and the Buddhist center. We found a 8-spoked Dharma wheel there. That symbol evokes the turning or awakening of the enlightened qualities of altruism and wisdom, and it was spreading lot of positive properties around. And what you see above is the things what we found there, colored pebbles, and the board displaying when was it built and by whom was it inaugurated, etc. From there we proceeded towards a place called St.Ignatius Loyola's Church, which was built in the early 1890s, and that was the first Catholic church in this town, which was founded in 1854 by the Jewish priest, and it is very unique because its walls and ceilings have 58 original paintings by brother Joseph Carignano on them. He did everything solo, it seems. Two of the most distinctive paintings depict the Salish Lord and the Lord's Mother in Native American form. The Mission mountain range is a beautiful backdrop of scenery behind the Mission Church. The church is located on the Flathead Indian Reservation. Next to the Mission, there is a museum and a gift shop that displays the Mission and the Indian artifacts and sells religious items. An adjacent log building was the original residence of the Ursuline sisters, who operated a school for several decades, and we found lot of information about the sisters who came here first. Public access and stewardship of the site is due largely to the legacy of Joe McDonnell, a respected educator and a tribal leader. It took us around approximately 40 minutes to reach this place from Missoula. It showed the dedication of the two Providence sisters who arrived for this purpose, and they stayed in a small log and then they did the missionary work. What you see above is the newspapers which were printed at that time when the sisters arrived here to do the missionary work, and the above is the log house or the log cabin where they stayed. Such a simple living and high thinking, isn't it? Next we visited a museum nearby where they gave us lot of information about the animals and the birds which are native to this area, and you can see the huge bison which is a stuffed one, and different kinds of skins of animals were also displayed there with lot of information about them which are very useful to our children. It was a small place but had lot of information. It had lot of display boards about the bison protection plans and the buffalo basics. We found lot of bisons on the way when we drove to Kalispell. It was again a beautiful nature drive, lot of greenery all along. All along we could spot lot of bisons moving in groups. Before reaching the hotel, we went on a walking in a trail for 15 minutes, which was a good trail, and then we reached a lake which was hidden in a secret spot. It was so beautiful. The water was crystal clear and you could see the reflection of the trees in the water. The water was quite chill. Since the weather was hot, our children went for a swim in the lake. They really enjoyed it. It was so beautiful to look at as well as to enjoy. And before reaching the hotel, we went for a snacks in a restaurant which was amidst this greenery. See the beauty of the nature all around the restaurant where we had some snacks, and there was also a museum there where they had preserved the skins of animals and they had a lot of information, and there was a junior ranger program for the kids. And then again we drove along the beautiful path and we reached the hotel at Kalispell. And what we did at Kalispell I'll be sharing in my next video. And thanks for watching my travel videos. Have a good day.